What's going on, guys? I just got back from picking up a huge comic book collection. Well, it's huge in value, but it's there's not exactly a ton of books here, but it was crazy. This is the first time I've ever done this. Obviously, I've seen YouTube videos of people finding great collections for deals and stuff, but I haven't been able to come across one. And I'm gonna spend a minute talking here, so if you want to skip to see the cool books, you can do that. But so I was on Facebook Marketplace last night. We're just gonna get right into it. And I don't really do this a lot because most of the stuff on Facebook is garbage and it's overpriced, but I go on there, I just look up comic books, and the first thing that's pops up is a large comic book lot, and it was $100. And also, if you look on Facebook, you know that, like, just because it says $100 doesn't mean it's 100. People put stuff up for free or $1, and then the description, all the books are $100 a piece. But this was a $100 lot, and I could see Spawn #1 in the front. So I was like, okay, so it's at least like something cool, and I'm a big Spawn collector, so I was obviously very intrigued by this. And I messaged the guy. He was like, yeah, I still got it. And I sent a couple messages, told him I'd go meet him. And he lives in DC. I live in Northern Virginia. I was about 45 minutes away, so driving my truck through DC was a real pain in the ass. I had to park in front of a fire hydrant right up front of his apartment, and as I came walking out there, a couple cops going by, so I had my flashes on. I ran out of there real quick. I was only in there for like 2 minutes because I was more than happy to get this guy paid and get out of there. But yeah, I spent $100 on this lot, and you'll see the 2 books at the end are probably worth like 8 times that. So I'm gonna get started. This is the longest I've ever talked for video, but it's mainly Spawn. There's gonna be a couple other books here, and a couple other really cool ones too. So first up here is gonna be some Deadpool. He had a couple of Deadpools, and there's some decent ones in here. So it's all from this 97 run. So we got number 6. And this next one's going to show you why this lot is so amazing, and it's because it's a lot of newsstand stuff. So here we got number 9 on a newsstand. I don't think that's a crazy big one. But he's got a few from this run, not a ton. We got number 10, also a newsstand. So obviously late 90s newsstand is going to be decent. I mean, some of these are in better shape than others. You can see we got a little ink spot there. But yeah, overall, like these, besides that ink, that one stood up pretty well. Got some dirt as well. Here's the big one. I was really happy to see this was a newsstand, number 11. This one, again, isn't in like the best shape. As you can see, there's some spine ticks. Kind of a crunch up there. But it's a newsie. So in this condition, I probably expect to get like maybe 30, 40 for it. I don't know. We'll see. But yeah, a lot of this is going to be for sale. So if you're interested in any of this, I know I don't get a ton of views, but you can definitely hit me up. I'll be lotting up some of this stuff. But yeah, obviously the AF-15 homage. Really cool though. To grab that. And there's a few more in here on top of that big one. This one, the cover is detached, but it is a newsstand for number 13. And then the last one here is going to be this number 16. That's also a newsstand. So, yeah, I was really happy that all those were newsstands because I didn't know if they were direct or not, but that was a great surprise when I was flipping through it. This was also one of the books that was on the cover, cover photo. This is Knuckles the Echidna number 12, and again, that's a newsstand. I don't think this one's worth a lot more than $10, but it's in really good shape too, and most of these were either in just bags or these, like, where does it say? These like Ultra Pro. I'll show you if I find it. There's a it says up here, you can't really see it because of the case, but it's Ultra Pro Silver Age, these like sleeves. So some of them, only a couple are really like in bad shape, but the majority withstood being a shoebox. And so now we're gonna get into Spawn. I got some Curse of Spawn stuff. I'm a big Spawn collector. I'm gonna be keeping a lot of these Spawns, just not the big ones. But I don't really collect much outside the main run, so I'm gonna lot up this little Curse of Spawn run he's got. So he's got number 1, number 2. These are just in bags. Number 9. And number 10. And then he also had this, which I've never seen. Spawn the Impaler, number 1. That's a cool looking cover. That one maybe I'll keep, but we'll see. So the rest of this is just going to be Spawn. And by Spawn, I mean the Spawn main title, not Curse. And it's pretty cool. So first up here, obviously I mentioned that there was a number 1 in there, and I got all this bagged and boarded. Here it is. I've kind of, I've always wanted this, obviously. Like, I collect Spawn. I try to go after the rare stuff, though, so a lot of this is the early stuff, and I've always just kind of held off on buying them because I was, kind of hoping to find them in dollar bins, but that doesn't really happen all that much, and yeah, now I'm going to be able to get them for free, so I'm pretty excited about that. And this is in good shape, too. I mean, there's a little, like, indent there, but other than that, looks great, so real excited about that. And he had a good chunk of the beginning here, so we got number 2 as well. I know that's probably a $5-10 book. And then obviously here we start getting a little cheaper, number 3. But I'm still really excited to get these because, I'm going to sell some books, pretty much get this lot for free. So I'm really happy to add these to my collection. Number 5. I gotta be honest, going through this now, I don't remember if there's a 9 in here or not, so we'll see. Can't remember. Number 6. I think the only one I have this early is number 8. Number 7. And then here is a number 8. So I already have that one, but cool enough to keep a double of. And so sadly we don't have 9, that's why I didn't remember it being in here. We jump up to 25. So nothing crazy so far, but I promise that it's gonna get pretty big here soon. So all these are great though. I mean, I want to put this run together at least, as much as I can. So this was just kind of the perfect opportunity for it. Yeah. So I'm gonna keep going through these fairly quicker for you. We jump up to 48 here. These are at least a little cooler. Nice looking cover there. 49, I think I already had this one. So maybe I'll lot a couple of these up if there's 3, 4, 5 of them that I already got. Like, I'm pretty sure I got 52. So there's that. And I might have this one already as well. 52, that's a really cool cover, Savage Dragon. $53. Another dope cover. And so these probably aren't worth much more than like $5 a piece, but obviously I'm really excited to get these. 54. That's a really cool cover. Anything with guns, Spawn always looks badass, so there's 55. 56. Pretty crazy cover there. 59, jump a couple ahead. 61. And then here's kind of the first big book. I honestly didn't even realize this was there until I got home. We got a 62, which I already have, but this one is a Newsstand. And it's in good shape too. So yeah, I was really happy when I saw this. And yeah, this seems to be like a $50 book, so that was a great find right there. So yeah, that will most likely be up for sale. I don't know, I might end up keeping it, we'll see. Because I do collect Spawn and I really like the Newsstands. But after 62, we also got 63 in a newsie, which is really cool because these were the first 2, and obviously 62 is one of the best ones at this point. So that was awesome that those were in there. And then on 64, jump back to direct. So yeah, got lucky with that. I already have this one as well. It's a cool cover though. All right, 66, and after this is where we start to get crazy. Although I'm gonna skip one here. So we got 72 in a Newsstand, which isn't crazy. It's probably like a $15 book, but my shop had one of these for like $4 and I didn't buy it because it was covered in spine ticks. And this one is super clean, so really happy about that. But here's the 2 big ones. So if you're good at math, 69, 72, I skipped over some. You should know what's coming up here. First one is 70. And this was on the second photo. That's what made me go out to get the sale. We only got 2 more books here. And as you can see, it's a newsstand. Obviously, like, you know, as I've said a few times here, I'm a big Spawn fan. I'm a big Spawn collector of newsstands. And, you know, I figured, you know, I'll take a look at this, see what it's worth. I figured it'd probably be like a $20 book, because I have 84 in a newsstand, and that's like a $30 book. And I saw that none were listed when I looked it up, and I was like, okay, go over sold. And the only one that sold was $250. Buy it now. And that's it. So this book seems to be worth at least $250. I might list it for $300. I don't know. We'll see. It's got only a couple little things here. You can kind of see like that little tiny dog ear there. There is one spine tick on it right there, and then on the back there's a little line, a little more a little worse for wear than that little tiny dog ear, but overall it's in pretty solid shape. Yeah, this should hopefully at least double my money off this lot, so that was an awesome find. But then I'll show you this. This is what I saw in the listing. All right, it looked like this. This is what I saw, and you couldn't even see this. And I was like, what is that? I can't figure out what newsstand that is. And you could see up here as well, you could see Marvel. And I was like, I can't, it's not any of the Deadpools. Like, what is this? And so I looked up, he had a list of everything. He's like, Spawn 71. So I look up Spawn 71 newsstand, and I was like, oh, it kind of matches up with that cover right there. And I didn't know this until I was on my way there this morning. And this is obviously a newsstand as well, Spawn 71. And this guy's even crazier. There's a couple listed. The only one that sold was a best offer on 500. There's one listed for 500 and one listed for like 1,000. So probably gonna throw this up for like a little over 400. We'll see. But this one doesn't have any dog ears. It just has that one spine tick right there, which for a newsstand is awesome. And yeah, this is why I drove out to DC today to buy this collection. This was crazy. I mean, when I was looking through this film, I could not believe how sharp this was. Like, it really is in good shape. And yeah, like I said, this was my first collection I bought. I gotta be honest, I don't know how lucky I'm gonna get. I don't know if I'm ever gonna find another collection worth buying, but I doubt it will be as good as this. So I might have to retire from that now. But yeah, this was crazy. It was so spur of the moment too. Like, I was just sitting on the couch, looked this up, and I don't know where I'm driving to DC the next day. But yeah, that's it. That's all we got here today. Really, really cool stuff. I was so excited to find this. Again, if you're interested in this stuff, let me know. I can probably cut a better deal outside of eBay. But yeah, if you enjoyed this video, leave a like, subscribe, comment. Got a bunch of stuff on this channel. So yeah, thanks for watching.